Once again, I'm live. Coming in at 5. Actually, it's 6:07 on the West Coast and 9:07 Eastern Standard Time. Talk about things, Donald Trump and all this stuff, but it was Joy Reid had a thing tonight on TV talking about the plan of Project 2025.
Yeah.
Also, Jack Smith's documents case was dropped today, and also J.D. Vance was announced as Trump's VP. So a lot of things went down.
Who the fuck is J.D. Vance? My bad. I don't even know who that is. He the governor or something of what state?
He's a senator from Ohio.
Oh, okay, senator from Ohio. And you notice nobody.
So I think that
there was a lot of hype behind who was going to be the. Nobody even mentioned him, huh? But see, that's smart.
Vivek.
You know what's the good thing about it?
Vivek Ramaswamy is from Ohio, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he can probably try to take that Senate seat, maybe. Or he said he tried to get a job in administration. So, but Vivek Ramaswamy and this guy J.D. Vance they almost like kind of talk like the same ideals, but Vivek Ramaswamy got some other ideas too. But nevertheless, this guy, he's a military guy, J.D. Vance. So got to pull up some stuff on him. Matter of fact, I'll do that in a minute. Let's get to the Project 2025 first. Then I get to J.D. Vance.
Well, former President Donald Trump is preparing for his party convention. It's going to happen next week. But he's also doing something interesting. He is distancing himself from some work done on his behalf. Over the weekend, Trump posted on Truth Social, saying that he has nothing to do with Project 2025. Have you heard of this? It's an exhaustive set of policy recommendations put together by the conservative group, the Heritage Foundation, as well as other conservative organizations. It lays out a complete overhaul of the federal government and a consolidation of power for a would-be Republican president. So CBS News Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett is joining me now to talk a little bit more about this. I'm so glad you're here because people started asking me about this Project 2025. And then most of the information that I saw popping up was on social media in memes and stuff like that. So let's just start with the basics, right? What is Project 2025 and what is it not?
So in one sense, Anne-Marie, it's something old and something new. What is the something old part? Well, the Heritage Foundation created a book called Mandate for Leadership in 19 for then incoming President Ronald Reagan, and a important one. Reagan often referred to that Mandate for Leadership book as a guide to how he approached both personnel and policy in the early years of the Reagan administration. Essentially, the Heritage Foundation, a think tank which also delves into politics, has put together something like Mandate for Leadership for every incoming administration. So that's it's old part. What's the new part? The language is new, and the specificity, though not in name for President Trump, but clearly aligning itself very directly with Trumpist agenda. The language in the opening part of this book talks about cultural Marxism taking over America and the entire federal government weaponized against individual Americans. That kind of rhetoric is something you don't find in earlier iterations of Mandate for Leadership. And it is very Trumpian. The recommendations are Trumpian. Let me give you a couple of examples. Shift all of the Department of Enforcement and Deportation. The Environmental Protection Agency, not into a federal agency on environmental protection necessarily, but someone who works with small business and states to manage and integrate their environmental policies, much less federal, much more state. Another example. Basically firing all civil servants in the federal government and creating patronage loyalists to the incoming president. That's something that President Trump has talked about. And after the Supreme Court ruling, essentially giving the president wide authority, if anything that the president does is an official act, it would do. And if it's an official act, it could be legally defensible. That creates a kind of anxiety about what this new Trump administration would be if it was stocked full of complete loyalists and authority previously do as long as it was an act.
So it's across this, except for former president. This is basically a how-to book for him and who to book for him, who to hire. Why would he be distancing himself from this?
Because some of those associated with Project 2025 have said some kind of eyebrow-raising things. One of the podcasts said, "We are launching a second American revolution." I'll paraphrase here. He said, "which will be bloodless if the left allows for it." A second revolution, a revolution against what? The sitting government. And if you do believe the government is run entirely by cultural Marxists and is weaponized against every individual American, I guess it is a revolution against the government. And you're only saying it will be bloodless if those on the left who might protest or resist or somehow try to stop it through democratic means, but there might be blood. If that kind of things alarm lots and lots of people, Democrats, not just progressives, lots of Americans. What are you talking about? A revolution and blood and compliance of the left. So right after that, former President Trump said, "I don't know anything about it." That's not true. He knows plenty about it. Many of the people who are most visible in Project 2025 worked in his administration. They are friends with all the other people who are part of a kitchen cabinet or sort of a government waiting for President Trump. So he knows all about this, and he knows what it's built for. He knows why it's been built, but he doesn't want to take the political heat being generated by it just now.
And so what are we hearing from both Democrats and Republicans about this?
Well, this is a welcome respite for Democrats who want something else to talk about other than the constant writhing conversation about whether or not President Biden will be the Democratic nominee or not. We're almost in our second week of that conversation, Anne-Marie, and Democrats, for understandable strategic reasons, are tired of that conversation. They can't seem to find their way out of it, but they have found a kind of thing elsewhere to direct some of their attention, which is to Project 2025. And if the conversation about the future of President Biden had already been resolved, this would be a main topic because it would be something Democrats would focus attention on. They're only halfway able to do that now because of the ongoing drama around whether or not President Biden will be the party's nominee.
Well, he just basically told you the whole thing about Project 2025, a distraction right there. He just told you that.
Yeah, it's all it is. The 2025 thing is all it is the people from the Heritage Group just laying out certain fucking laws and shit that they want fucking on the book. What's wrong with that? So if the Democrats had some shit like this, would it be fair? It wouldn't be fair. That's one thing I noticed about the Republicans. I'm not saying they ain't any better. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like neither one of them motherfuckers really. But the Republicans don't be using us fear mongering as much as the fucking Democrats do. But see, I see. But look at the Democrats' base though. They know there's a bunch of emotional ass people, black people. Hint, hint, that are gonna listen to that stupid ass shit, and that's gonna that is gonna resonate on that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm trying to.
They hype that shit up. And then Trump is Trump. Can you even look up? Is Trump even Trump? Whatever his real name is, he really even co-signing any of that from the Heritage Group? Any of that 2025? I don't think he is.
Trump agenda is called Agenda 47.
But this is the thing is they try to make it seem like. But this is my thing. This is the thing. They try to what's her name? Joy Reid. These immigrants. They try to make it seem like Trump. You know what I'm saying? They try to connect that 47 and 25 to lump it all together. I don't like that. You see, that's not being honest about politics. But y'all want these Republicans to be honest about their shit, you know, but y'all not being honest.
Look at me. The shit is 900 plus pages long, bro.
Nobody's gonna read that.
Of course, there'll be some things that they both that sound similar in there. If you write a damn book with 9 pages, of course you're gonna have things that sound similar.
All right, that's true.
Let's see what this woman talking about. All right, because she's been doing snippets on 2025. Hold on.
Bless you, man. Bless you, man. Bless
Hold
you.
on. So this is Joy Reid right here. It's not the Knights. I was looking for the Knights interview, but I'll settle for some of this.
He's so full of shit.
Did you know that by giving to our campaign earlier rather than later, you will have a much greater impact? That is.
No.
We begin tonight with Project 2025 and the Republican plan to impose repressive measures on every single one of us. Now, we talk a lot about this looming threat from Project 2025 on this show, but tonight, we're going to start laying out exactly what these people have in mind for you, your families, your friends, and your children, starting with their plans for the Department of Education, a federal department that Republicans have hated ever since it was created by President Jimmy Carter.
President Carter today signed into law a bill establishing a new federal department. It's the Department of Education, something he had promised in his 1976 election campaign. It will be the 13th cabinet-level agency of the government. It will take over 150 or more educational programs now in the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare.
Republicans despise the Department of Education for a number of reasons. One reason, it's easier to sell terrible Republican policies to a compliant public that's not getting a quality education from a weakened public school system. Another reason is the department's mission to foster equal access to education by prohibiting discrimination and ensuring equal access. That runs counter to what Christian nationalists want, which is de facto segregation. Now, before I go any further, you have to remember that after the Supreme Court banned school segregation in 1954, not everyone, including people like Bull Connor, the Commissioner of Public Safety for Birmingham, Alabama, just rolled over and accepted that ban. In fact, they threatened to shut the schools down rather than integrate them. And scores of white families who didn't like the idea of their kids commingling with black kids began to flee whatever schools were forcibly integrated en masse, leaving schools like the high school famously integrated in Little Rock, Arkansas, almost 100% black. This white flight birthed the Christian right movement and fueled their push to create private, sometimes church-sponsored schools that became taxpayer-funded private schools imposing religious doctrines to a select class of typically middle-class or upper-class white students. These were more commonly known as segregation academies, and they became really common because the federal government helped enforce strict plans like busing and denying tax-free status to whites-only schools to continue combating segregation, which brings us to today. It's important to understand what the Department of Education does for you and your kids. Among the things it does is student lending, Pell Grants, something called IDEA, which is basically federal funding for families with children with disabilities, and Title I, which is funding used solely to ensure that all kids, regardless of income, can acquire a quality education. And they keep civil rights data on things like the levels of racial integration in schools. All of that is in danger. Trump's henchmen want to eliminate the Department of Education. They want to create block grants to funnel tax dollars to private and religious schools to basically make white flight a taxpayer-funded benefit. They want to scale back enforcement of civil rights laws like Title IX, which prohibits
Damn, dude.
Gender-based discrimination. They want to enact the book banning group. They want to take federal funding away from schools with curricula, books.
Where's any of the stats backing any of this up? I'm willing to listen if there's some stats or some facts or something behind it or something, but I don't.
Well, let's say this: eliminate funds in federal fund schools to teach about race, racism, gender, and sexuality. Well, they need to get rid of gender and sexuality for one thing, because that's where the trans stuff coming in.
Right.
Yeah, in administrative position tasked with diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI. All right, here we go. And let the clown keep talking.
or classes that address race, racism, gender, and sexuality. They want to eliminate school administrator positions that oversee DEI initiatives, resurrect the discredited 1776 Commission with the single goal of restoring quote unquote patriotic education in schools, North Korea style. Far more sinister is what's buried deep within Project 2025, which any person who sends their child to public school should care about. They want to mandate that all students in schools receiving federal funding must complete.
What is see, this is what I'm talking about.
The armed, the military entrance.
Was it messing up or did you pause it? My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look, you pause it. Look, just check this out. DEI is not for it. That's just like black. What's that? People of color. That's
no, I pause it.
I'm gonna put DEI in the people of color category. All that people of color shit and civil rights shit. Guess what? Now the civil rights benefits everybody else. The people of color thing, all that stuff benefits everybody else. The minority thing, everything benefits everybody else. And see, they lump the LGBTQ, but see, that is really a minority because a lot of people aren't really that, right? You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, we're not the minority because a lot of people around the world look like us. I'm not saying that's our people, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that DEI stuff, man, that's like, you already know that's the LGBT, that's their stuff. They don't DEI and all that don't got nothing to do with no black people. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got rid of affirmative action, right? Because this is straight up, that was strictly for black people. Yeah. At the same time, everybody got that misconception. They ain't just gonna hire somebody because they black. They gonna hire somebody black and qualified. But see, that lets you know the discrimination that we had in these jobs, though. Why would I need something to? Why would I need to make some kind of law? You see what I'm saying, BJ? Why would I need to make some kind of law saying that you need to hire more? Obviously, there was more white people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? At establishments, and these white people been getting paid more. That lets you know that white people may get paid more than us, right there too. But this DEI, they don't have nothing to do. That's just like the new people of color. They trying to. I don't like this. This lady is she's an immigrant or people immigrant. She ain't even from here. And they get these people don't represent us. You know what I'm saying? You can't bring you can't make a African tiger just because you bring them to the United States. That don't make them American.
You hear me?
Yeah. Now, what'd you say? This shit is tripping, huh? Is that my shit doing that? My side or your side? I think it might be mine, man. I'm gonna come out and come back in. Shit acting weird, man.
Okay. All right, let's get the clown off.
I think it was mine.
Let's get the clown off here.
Man, she get on my nerves, man. But you know what? I don't see Mexican. You know what's funny?
All right, here you go, man.
You know, I just thought about this real quick before you go on. You don't see Mexican anchors. I guess what's her name talks some shit every now and then. What's her name on the View? But you don't really get these Mexican anchors and these reporters doing stuff like this. You ever notice that other race? You don't see these Asian reporters, like you don't see them filling them up with propaganda, like to push to their people. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, dude, them motherfuckers, man. They trying to
play this. Here we go. Thomas Crooks, suspected gunman in attempted assassination of former President Trump, appeared in a 2022 ad for Asset Black Manager. Manager BlackRock. The company confirmed the Hill on Monday. The BlackRock ad was filmed at Bethel Park High School, during which Crooks and other unpaid students appeared briefly alongside a real teacher. The company has removed the video from circulation while making the video footage available to authorities. The ad was initially part of All About BlackRock campaign and focus on his mandatory retirement plan for U.S. public school teachers. He was fatally shot by the Secret Service on nearby roofs.
Bro, okay, bring up, man. Who? Fuck, I think they probably. Dog, there was another news feed where there was another Arab looking dude, man. It was what's the dude's name? His name was like, it was an Italian sounding name, man. They had another suspect, bro, and they had a whole different picture before this guy.
They said two people got killed. Two people got killed. One got injured.
I should have played it, and when I played it, it would have been on my what's the name? And they try to talk about Chicago. Oh, Chicago had two nigga shit. So see, you notice that when white people there's a shooting in white areas or white people, you notice they don't never say the same shit. Like they say when there's black shootings in black areas and black people, there's not the same kind of talking point. It's not the same kind of shit they say. You know what I'm saying? They're like, political violence. When it's somebody white, you know what I mean? They don't bring up the communities and they don't hold the whole communities accountable like they do ours and shit. Because this is Philadelphia. You know how bad it is in Philadelphia, bro? You know how grimy it is out there? You know how much drug infested it is in Philadelphia?
Got a new video. Hey, look, they got a new video.
Who got one?
Gee, you didn't know. G3 means debt-free education when you train in one of 5 in-demand fields at a Virginia community college. Choose healthcare, IT, public safety, skilled.
Washington lawmakers demanding answers, calling on the Secret Service director to appear before. We sat down with Director Kim Cheadle today for an exclusive interview.
What was your reaction when you saw the events unfold on Saturday?
Shock, and then concern, obviously, for the former president. This is an event that should have never happened.
Who is most responsible for this happening?
What I would say is the Secret Service is responsible for the protection of the former president.
So the buck stops with you?
The buck stops with me. I am the director of the Secret Service. It was unacceptable, and it's something that shouldn't happen again.
The president and Homeland Security Secretary said today they had 100% confidence in you, but there are some members of Congress calling on you to resign.
I appreciate the Secretary's comments, and we're going to continue to be transparent and communicate with people.
Do you plan to stay on? Absolutely.
I do plan to stay on.
Director Cheadle says she will not wait on an independent review of the security failure. She says she plans to make immediate changes. We learned today she's already expanded the tactical or SWAT support for former.
Hear people in the crowd yelling to an officer, pointing him out. And now we learned that law enforcement was actually using that building as a staging area, and how the gunman climbed onto the roof, the wall on that building. Thomas tonight with the exclusive interview.
Do you believe that? Motherfuckers really believe that he told some. And why weren't so there was cops right there, security, where the fuck? Why would they just ignore something like that? Why at a rally? You really think real police at a rally like that, at a presidential, wherever, ex-presidential rally, would fucking ignore something like that, bro? Like they're just that incompetent. But see, this is what they do. They stage the shit and then they make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? Like it is believable by saying, oh no, it's not staged or nothing like that. It's just fucking they dropped the ball. They didn't do their job. Dude, you know how much these motherfuckers practice for shit like this? You know, you already know that they already staked out the perimeter before, you know what I'm saying? Days before this, you guys know, that they practice this type of shit, right, BJ? You know that? I know you was in law enforcement, you know. They practice this type of shit before it happens. You see what I'm saying? They scope out the perimeter. Am I right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, days before it happens. So you mean to tell me on that same day? And supposedly, see, this is what they do. They try to say, oh, it's incompetent because there was supposed to be a sniper on the roof that the guy was on. What a coincidence. But why wasn't there then? BJ, that's how you know stage, right? That's how you know stage.
Let me look at this video right quick, because they say they showed a video of him climbing onto the roof.
Interview with the head of the Secret Service and what she's saying now.
Stunning new video tonight showing the moment Donald Trump's would-be assassin climbed onto the roof of that building just 2 minutes before he opened fire.
Yeah, look, there he is.
You can hear bystanders desperately trying to alert police. Authorities now using that video as part of the investigation. And tonight, ABC News has learned that heavily armed local police were stationed inside that building. And Miss Thomas Crooks climbing up the outside of the building to the roof. The same building was being used as...
Hey, come on, man. This got to be a sign. Come on, man.
Then they going too far. So he didn't, okay, they didn't hear nobody on the roof? They didn't hear nothing.
It don't matter. Why were they all inside? If people out, they got people in this video right here saying they is on the roof. So why were they all inside? Come on, man. Cut it out, man.
They know people are stupid, though. That's the thing, though.
All right, keep going.
You know what I'm saying?
As a staging area for local police, according to 2 law enforcement officials. And Butler Township officials are confirming ABC News is reporting that a local police officer climbed up the roof and confronted Brooks moments before the shooting.
The officer grabbed hold of the edge of the building, pulled himself up to be able to look, and according to what he's told me, shooter turned, rifle was pointed at the officer. The officer, defensive move, kind of ducked, fell, lost his grip on the building.
Investigators tonight trying to determine whether roof access had been properly locked down. The shooter climbing seemingly unimpeded, about 400 feet from the stage, with a direct line of sight on the former president.
Take a look what happened. Can we pause it?
Washington lawmakers demanding answers.
How did he climb up there? How did he climb up there? Show it again real quick. Go back a couple seconds. How did he get up on that motherfucker, bro, without nobody seeing him climb on there?
ABC News is reporting that a local police officer climbed up the roof and confronted Brooks moments before the shooting.
The officer grabbed hold of the edge of the building, pulled himself
Whoa,
up.
Stop it.
According to
pause it for a second.
Told me, shooter turned.
Pause it for 1 second. I thought the sniper shot him and took him out. Which one? Which one was it? Did the sniper take him out, or did the motherfucking cop get on the building and take him out? And how did the cop look at that building, bro? You need a ladder to get on there, dude. You can't just climb up on there, bro.
You need a ladder to get up there. That's a flat surface, man. Come on, man.
Was that fast? Did he? So the cop must have been Superman to climb up on that motherfucker that quick.
What he got? Suction cups or something, man?
But this is the thing. Why would you go in there by yourself? Shouldn't the cop? Doesn't cops always go with backup?
Yeah.
They be lying, dude. They be, ooh. You know what's crazy? In movies, it be more strategic in movies. It'd be more believable in these movies than in real life. That's how you know it's staged. For the movie stage, right?
All right.
People
well, let's go to this guy.
All a conspiracy is just 2 motherfuckers coming together. That's what a conspiracy really is. Trump got the Bobby Ball. He had the Bobby Brown jaw right there.
Yeah.
He had the Bobby Brown chin, hella chin right there.
From brief to build. Discover dozens of AI tools on Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises.
He is the junior senator from Ohio with only 2 years in government. But J.D. Vance is one of former President Trump's biggest defenders.
I want to help Donald Trump get elected because it's really important that he become the next president.
In the Senate,
how can we defend Ukraine's borders when we're not even defending our own American border?
And on the campaign trail.
So the question is, are we going to send America First fighters to Washington, D.C.?
He's one of the leading voices of Trump's MAGA America First movement, not holding back and pushing the former president's agenda.
Republicans, we need to govern like we won the majority the American people gave us, not like a bunch of cowards.
But that hasn't always been the case. This was Vance in 2016.
Right. I'm a never Trump guy. I never liked him.
He was deeply critical of Trump then. But here's Vance just 6 years later.
The president is right. I wasn't always nice, but the simple fact is he's the best president of my lifetime. And he reviewed the corruption in this country like nobody else.
Okay.
Running for Senate in 2022 in Ohio.
Real quick. So this is another Kamala Harris and Joe Biden moment, right? Didn't Kamala Harris? Didn't they get into it? Dude, this is so staged, bro. And that's the motherfucker that Biden picked, right? The motherfucker that he was beefing with, Kamala Harris. Same thing with him. Oh, I don't like Donald Trump. Oh, in 2016, that shit switched up, and this is the motherfucker he picked. Why would you pick somebody that was talking bad about you before? They're propping this dude JD up, and he's young. He's 30-something, 38. They propping him up.
Well, it's crazy though.
The establishment is
crazy. It's crazy though because, well, he in Ohio, so it'll be all right. I mean, this is just to get the middle of the country, but here we go.
Ohio as an extremely pro-Trump candidate.
I was wrong about Donald Trump. I didn't think he was going to be a good president, Brett. He was a great president.
Vance, shot to fame as the author of Hillbilly Elegy, a memoir about his upbringing in a poor, hard-hit part of Ohio. He then enlisted in the Marines, went to Yale Law School and to venture capital, and then to the Senate, his first role in government.
All these motherfuckers be lawyers, man.
The major issues, Vance has said he would support a national ban on abortion after 15 weeks, but is for exceptions, including for rape and the life of the mother. On immigration, Vance has called for finishing Trump's southern border wall. And on the issue of the 2020 presidential election, then Senate candidate Vance suggested he would have supported fraudulent slates of pro-Trump electors.
If I had been vice president, I would have told the states like Pennsylvania, Georgia, and so many others that we needed to have multiple slates of electors, and I think the U.S. Congress should have fought over it from there. That is
now the father of two, just 39 years old, after not even a full 2 years in government, is set to step onto the biggest political stage in the world.
All right, well, that's that with him. Let's point that out there. So that's gonna wrap up our psyops right now. Let's go wrap up our psyops section. I talk about this thing a girl sent me the other day. A friend of mine sent me. Crimson Cure playing it, but it's interesting. Somebody got shot at Church's Chicken, man.
Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, this femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. So listen, y'all are out here crashing out over, what are y'all crashing out over? And you know, what I'm starting to notice is it's a lot of women, very deadly. It's a lot more. I guess it's being reported more or whatever, that the women are out here shooting, robbing, and doing whatever. Like, it's more criminal activity being reported that's being perpetrated by Black women. Like, it's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna play the video, but it says a fast food worker in West Tennessee escalated into a tragic incident on Monday night when the customer allegedly shot and deleted a female employee following an argument. The deadly shooting occurred at Church's Chicken restaurant in Memphis just before 9:10 p.m. Police were called at the scene at the Park Avenue business located approximately 6 miles southeast of downtown Memphis to investigate the incident. Upon arrival, police discovered a female victim who had sustained at least one gunshot wound. She was promptly taken to a hospital for treatment, but was unfortunately pronounced dead due to her injuries. Now, we don't know what this argument was about, and it don't matter.
News leader 4, a fast food worker is dead after police say she got into an argument with another woman in the drive-thru. Now, what you're looking at right now, these are photos police released of the suspect in the orange mask Coleman.
Hi, I'm Shay Arthur in for April. As WREG's Dorita Patterson tells us, investigators are now trying to put an with that face we just saw there to track down the woman wanted for pulling the trigger.
At the start of a new day, police are still looking for new clues following a deadly attack. Monday night, detectives were called to this church's chicken, Orange Mound. In fact, Gregory Houston holds this community close to his heart as it's where he grew up.
I wish they have a house out here.
It was after he tuned in to
last night, and it was very sad.
Topping your news leader 4,
So now, don't say that they were arguing over chicken. And by the way, this lady standing out there, I'm with them. I'm the only one that feels it with her order, but that she knew that lady and intentionally shot her. See that's almost like, oh, I know where I found out where you were. The way she was standing there in that little picture, she wasn't arguing. She didn't get her order wrong. She didn't go in there shoot everybody. That lady necessarily. Now it was at a chicken spot, but probably just incidentally because that's where that woman worked and that's where she knew she could catch her. Backstory, but that just seemed like she pulled up on the ops. Whoever, for whatever reason, this woman is supposedly her ops. But now, here's how y'all pulling up on each other like the thug dudes? This is before. Listen, it's toxic. It's fake. It's fake masculinity because it's coming from a chick, and y'all are doing all of the stuff that a thug would do or something. This is what I call toxicity on 1,000. Because whatever that woman did or supposedly did, because let's not act like chicks don't be going off half-cocked. Let's not act like folks don't be going off spinning the block around somebody on some social media beef. For all we know, they was arguing on Facebook. Like, it could be any number of foolish things that led up to that. But now, it's not going to be hard for you to find her. All kinds of cameras, they got your license plates. They got your face.
Stupid.
Okay. So, you're caught and you're going to jail. Not only for assault with a death, but deletion. They be able to get you in the nature and why you pulled up to that chicken. Because if you're talking about you argued about your order, they probably can't get her on murder one because that's premeditated. But if they think that, if they realize that perhaps you knew this woman and y'all had some previous something going on and you pulled up to that woman's job, they might be able to get you with premeditated. That depends all on the circumstances and the evidence. Y'all be crashing out. What is with y'all? I don't fool with no bunch of females. I don't do it. Who knows what ticks y'all off? Who knows what ticks y'all off? And women be talking about women from the other hyenas either. Because that ain't no man. So who you gonna choose now? If it ain't between the bear and the man, and it's between one of the hyenas and the bear, which one you gonna choose? The because the hyena seem like she gonna blow your brains out. Don't seem like she gonna have a lot of mercy. Whatever it is, this also speaks to not being able to resolve any conflict, no conflict resolution skills. Y'all always escalating something. You don't de-escalate. You don't know.
All right, let's stop that right there. But she is exactly right about what she said. A lot of people do not have conflict resolution skills. That's a fact.
That's a fucking fact.
She's right about what she said. And she right about the situation.
She right. And then see, that's the thing too. Why are these, what's up with these females? Like, see, that lets you know it's a lot of masculine energy. Why are you trying to be like a dude? Why are you trying to handle conflict like a dude? Why are you trying to have that swag and that same, you know what I'm saying? Like mentality, like, oh, I'm a, you know, if somebody don't, I'm gonna shoot and kill them. Like, I'm, you know what I mean? Just immature type thinking, bro. Chak, what up? Salute.
Hey, salute. Can y'all hear me? Mic check.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. That link you sent me, bro. I don't know. That mother was saying something about that link when you talking about where?
This young woman down there in Memphis, man, she done shot somebody at Church's Chicken.
How do you shoot another broad?
What?
That shit's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, a savage ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Straight savage bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's the But see, that's the thing. That lets you know.
Young girl.
That lets you know too. Like?
Yeah, pull up.
We gotta be careful as men. You know what I'm saying? We vetting and dating these motherfuckers like that. You gotta be careful. But see, I already want to mess with a broad like that. Period. Because I already seen the red flag. You know what I'm saying? Seen the kind of weird shit she was on. You know what I mean?
Sarah. Now it was at a chicken spot, but
News leader 4, a fast food worker is dead after police say she got into an argument with another woman in the drive-thru. Now, what you're looking at right now, these are photos police released of the suspect in the Orange Mound incident before she sped away. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman.
Hi, I'm Shay Arthur in for April. As WREG's Dorita Patterson tells us, investigators are now trying to put a name with that face we just saw there to track down the woman wanted for pulling the trigger.
At the start of a new day, police are still looking for new clues following a deadly attack. Monday night, detectives were called to this Church's Chicken along Park Avenue in the heart of Orange Mound. In fact, Gregory Houston holds this community close to his heart as it's where he grew up.
I wish they have a house out here.
It was after he tuned in to WREG.
I heard about it on the news last night, and it was very sad.
Topping your news leader 4, a fast food worker is dead after police say.
So now they don't say that they were arguing over chicken. And by the way, this lady standing out there, I'm kind of with the comment that says, am I the only one that feels it wasn't over her order, but that she knew that lady and intentionally shot her. See, that's all.
Well, Shaq, you see the young woman look like a young woman, brother.
What would you do?
I'm gonna ask a question. What's in the chicken?
That's some stuff. But see, the thing is too, why would you do that though? And you work at the store and shit. So there was the employee that shot her, right? BJ? The employee's the one that killed the broad, right?
Yep.
Oh, so hold on. What?
So why would you think you could get away with that though? Motherfuckers just be black. Motherfuckers just be on some. But see that? Not saying it's just women, because a lot of dudes be on some stupid ass emotional shit like that too. But when you get these females, bro, you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful too, because they're all emotional. They're gonna be irrational. They already think irrational. You know what I'm saying? When it comes out of anything against black people, black men, or anything like that, they go against us. So what does that tell you right there? But they're irrational and they're emotional, man. They just gonna really, and plus you don't tell them what kind of trauma and drama that these females be having already on top of being irrational and emotional. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So a lot of times it seems like they're like ready to explode. You never know. It's like ticking time bombs ready to explode in this bitch. What y'all think?
Well, the ticking time bomb ready to explode. I would say this.
Yeah.
Now, we don't like going to therapy or nothing, so
You're exactly right. We don't like going to therapy. All right, got another topic to pull up right here. Health effects of 5G. Let's do side effects of 5G on birds first.
Oh, sure.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
You'll also...
Hey there. Welcome to our today's video. Today, we'll talk about how cell phone towers can affect birds. We'll keep it simple and easy to understand, so let's get started. One, electromagnetic radiation. First, let's talk about something called electromagnetic radiation. Birds use Earth's magnetic field to find their way. The radiation from cell phone towers can mess with their navigation system, making them feel lost or struggle with their migrations. 2. Habitat disruption. Cell phone towers are often installed in natural habitats, including forests and open spaces. The construction and presence of these towers can lead to habitat fragmentation, loss of nesting sites, and disturbance to bird populations. Some bird species may avoid areas near cell phone towers due to noise or visual disturbance. 3. Collisions. Another problem is when birds accidentally crash into cell phone towers. The towers are tall, and they have wires that birds may not see. This can lead to terrible crashes and hurt the birds badly. 4. Interference with communication. Birds use vocalizations to communicate with each other, establish territories, and attract mates. The electromagnetic radiation emitted by cell phone towers can potentially interfere with bird communication by disrupting the signals or causing noise. This interference may impact breeding success and social interactions among bird populations. To sum it up, cell phone towers do have an impact on birds. Scientists are working on solutions like designing bird-friendly towers and being careful about where they put them. By understanding these effects, we can find a balance between our technology and the well-being of our feathered friends. Thanks for watching.
All right, what you think about that?
I remember seeing videos back in the day, like in 2020 and shit, 2021 and all that, where they was doing that. They was doing experiments and the birds were dropping out the sky and shit. And it was in China too, I think they was doing that shit. Because remember, they started doing that shit in China first. But why would the thing is that
you know what? I'm gonna say something about these birds. I'm gonna say something about these birds. I was at the beach yesterday, right? And you had like these pigeons and seagulls hanging around, right? It was a little girl. She was almost that close to catching one. Like I threw like a strawberry or something down out the basket fruit and threw it down to see if they come. And I put it close. That bird really got that close, almost within grabbing distance. But when I tried to raise up, he finally flew away. So these birds are really coming closer and closer to people now. You lay something on the ground, food, things, the bird will try to get it. Because I actually held it in my hand to see if it come take it in my hand. It didn't do that. But it would come very close. Almost to the beach towel. But the little girl ran him off. So these animals ain't scared of humans like you think neither. So I think these towers and things also making these animals feel more freer to come within a couple steps of you, where you almost in grabbing distance.
That makes sense.
Chak, what do you think about the radiation, though, bird?
Well, speaking of that, man, can we have a moment of silence, man? I just lost my bird the other day. So let's give me a moment of silence. Let's give me a moment of silence for my bird, baby.
Are you joking?
Huh?
The bird
What'd you say?
died?
Yeah, man.
The bird died?
The female bird. Yeah, the female bird, yeah, she was laid up in that motherfucker, man. Out. You know what I'm saying? And the other one, I thought something was up because he was chirping so bad the other day. And I was like, what's up with this nigga, man, So his partner, man, and went up to the bird nest in the sky,
So now you
dog.
only got one bird. Well, at least you got one, but yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
could it be radiation though from the bird? Could it be radiation? What is it? You think?
It could be, man. We got this. I don't know, man, because we got this big TV, man, in the living room sitting on the wall, bro. We got, we could be having my phones on. It could be anything, man. Because they just did. Now we don't have Wi-Fi. My brother got Wi-Fi next door, but the apartment complex that we live in, they just, I think last month or the month before that, they just put in their own Wi-Fi. So they did just, with the new management came in, they offer Wi-Fi now, $35 if you want to get their Wi-Fi and shit. So, no, could be a link, could not be. I mean, because they don't go outside, they just be in the cage in the crib. So, but I do have the door open and shit sometimes, off and on, back and in and out. But I don't know.
I'm sorry to hear about that. What kind of bird?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh, I had two finches. Finches.
You said some pigeons?
Finch.
Oh, finch. Oh, okay.
Yeah, finches. Yeah.
Now to a developing story in New Jersey.
Well, I'm gonna get back to the radiation, but this video came up the other day, and I wanted to show y'all this because, like I said, there's a lot of attacks on power grids and all this other crazy shit going on. They said these guys tried to blow up a substation in New Jersey. So here we go again, more terrorist bullshit.
18-year-old man accused of plotting to blow up PSE&G substations.
Federal agents say they took him into custody after he unknowingly revealed his plan to an undercover law enforcement officer. News 4's Pat Battle has the disturbing details.
Federal authorities say this PSE&G electrical substation off Route 27 in New Brunswick was one of two that Andrew Takistov had allegedly targeted, even visiting this site with a man he recruited to help destroy it. Only that man turned out to be an undercover agent.
He was in Scout with my kid.
Boy Scouts?
Boy Scout, yeah. And he was pretty good. He's an Eagle. Eagle Scout.
How do you wrap your head around this then?
I don't know. That's a big surprise, yeah.
What could have transpired to take 18-year-old Andrew Takistov from a one-time Eagle Scout to an alleged terrorist? Incomprehensible to Minesh Christian. He lives across the street from the family in this quiet East Brunswick neighborhood. Takistov's father declined to talk to News 4 when we went to the house 2 days after federal agents descended on the home where the 18-year-old allegedly concocted a plan to blow up two PSE&G facilities and chatted online with an undercover law enforcement officer about his plans.
It looks more like, aspirational more than operational. But you have to go there. You have to check his home. You have to interview his friends. You have to see his online presence. These are going to be the things that to try to pick up communications and see again who put this idea in his head.
Federal authorities had been monitoring Takistov and his online activity for months. U.S. Attorney for New Jersey Philip Selinger saying in a statement that, quote, his post referenced Adolf Hitler, encouraged violence against Black and Jewish communities, praised mass shooters, and discussed causing death and destruction. on a large scale.
It is chilling. And also the element here that struck me is that these recruits who are new to this type of an effort, they want to go shoot somebody. They want more of a institutional perspective.
Kyiv International Airport reportedly on his way to Paris, then on to Ukraine, and eventually to Russia, where federal agents say he planned to hook up with a Nazi military group for more training.
Just crazy.
Such a young age.
Such a very young age, yeah. I mean,
What's the name of the group? What's the name of the group there?
His parents, yeah.
A PSE&G spokesperson said, of course, security and protection very serious.
They be lying.
And that they were in
all they do is lie.
Stations have urgency to build an event that's something like highly trained and prepared to address potential impact.
All right, got a message right here.
What's
I
the
want
name
y'all
of
to
the
hear
message?
this. This is our brother in the chat. Our brother in the chat, right? He sent me a message. I want you to hear this.
You talking about Monel?
Hey, King BJ, what's up? I'm
Yeah.
just watching your live right now. You see for the chaos going right now, the system, the Bill Clinton, the Illuminati system has fallen. Now, because they are falling, they are beaten, they're gonna cause a lot of fucking chaos. You're gonna hear a lot of shooting, you're gonna just to put the people in fear. But believe me, this is there. This is finished. It's done. 2024, time of our careers, it's done.
So he just sent me that. Shout out to him.
Oh shit. Oh, they'll be spending
The
that.
system is falling. It's gonna be a lot of chaos. Get it ready. Get ready. Get ready.
But see, the thing is, look. But see, the thing is, I hope it falls. Look, if it does, look, BJ, if it does fall, I hope it falls and goes right back to the Republic. Because this corporation is no good, bro. This corporation is bad. I mean, that's why they're doing it the way they are. They're doing it because it's a corporation, right? We're the subject.
Yep, I agree with you. 100%. Hey, what do you think about these clowns trying to blow up this power line or whatever they're trying to do?
You know what this reminds
me? That's when what I was the caller say, own nothing but control everything. That's the point and the place that we supposed to be in.
Is that somebody on the phone, Chak?
Oh shit! Damn.
I'm like, who's that dropping some knowledge real quick?
No, man. I just clicked. That's Mama Chief, man. She over there cooking, man. She talking about. She said we ain't got a dog in this fight, but she be dropping some good information though. But now, bruh, we already know what it is, man. We already damn know what it is, dog. Hey, we seen it. We've been seeing it.
These power lines,
what Nazi
trains and shit derailing, bridges keep falling allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about Nazi
infrastructure. They talking about infrastructure. The infrastructure is crumbling. Yeah.
Then how many bridges went down? Oh my bad. Those are controlled.
Hey, all these plants and stuff allegedly. I mean, supposedly supposed to have been, destroyed, blown up.
Yep.
Meat packets. These meat.
I want to buy your house.
I mean, me and Miss Lisa Lockhart was talking earlier, man. We was just saying, bro, we really don't have a dog in the fight, bro, because they don't benefit us. They're not talking about the air. They're not talking about the food. But they got us focused on whether we gonna vote blue or red or blue. But they ain't none one of these candidates address our food situation, the debt, the food that we're living in, the dead water, this radiation, abundance of radiation that we are drowning in. You know what I'm saying? Those are the major two. How do you have a community, a government, or a body of people if you're going through this, as you can see? That's why they got to keep flooding other people because, you know, come on, man. We talk about this every
All
day,
right,
but
well, look. Well, yep,
do they really
we
care
do.
about
We
us?
always talk about it. Now, yeah. No! Michael Jackson had the song. Hey, look, now check this out. Because the FBI, they doing their job, I guess, but they doing it for the wrong reason.
All right, we first saw red flags when online crime trackers, then local police departments spoke out. Now the FBI is weighing in with a warning on jugging.
That's right. Jugging is when thieves target people using ATMs and.
So you mean to tell me the FBI was so elaborate and they foiled that plot like a Batman twist or something like that, like some kind of Batman story? But you mean to tell me that these motherfucking Secret Service agents didn't see that this motherfucker was on the roof? That lets you know it's staged. So you mean to tell me you're giving props to the FBI? You're giving props to the FBI on one end, and on the other end, you call them the Secret Service and the CIA incompetent. Which one? So okay, the news, the media, full of shit.
And banks. We do want to get out to Fox 5's Stephanie Ramirez, who's been covering this for us this morning. She's live at a Truist Bank in Bowie, Maryland, that was hit just last week. Stephanie?
Makia, Stephen, good morning. So police and FBI agents, they say jugging is when a suspect or a group, they'll follow you after you leave the bank or ATM thinking you have a big wad of cash with you. And so they'll approach you when you're in your car, if you just get in or if you're here putting your stuff away. They might even follow you and rob you at your next location. Look, it's such a big deal that just last week, Bowie's police chief was warning about this, and now the FBI has a new warning. The Baltimore field office saying it is such a serious issue in Maryland, especially in Anne Arundel and Prince George's County, that now thieves have targeted at least 21 customers using bank and ATMs in the state in just the first week of July alone. They also said so far this year they've received at least 7 dozen jugging reports, so over 80 jugging crime reports, with most of them happening this month and last month. Now, Hope Simpara, she's helping her mom out in the area, raised in Anne Arundel County, but she's living out of the region now. She told me she had not heard of this yet and is worried it is going to become a national trend.
If I go get $20, and is it worth your life to get my $20 that I just needed for cash, for a tip or something like that? I don't know. I'm a person that I don't like to keep cash, but you need cash sometimes for things now. I don't know. It's just something else, I guess, to be vigilant about and something else to worry about. And if it's happening at all different times of the day, that's really scary. That's really scary.
If you are in your vehicle, police say something to look out for is if you're being followed, right? Check, be vigilant. Don't be on your phone. Don't be on the radio. Watch and see who's following behind you. And if you believe you're being followed, go to a busy location where you can call police or drive to a police station. Now, if you're getting out of the ATM or the bank, one thing they say is put your money away first and make sure to be vigilant of anyone maybe standing around the area loitering that looks suspicious, or someone parked in reverse in a parking spot that looks suspicious as well. I'll send it back to you.
Say, Stephanie, you did a fantastic job out there. My goodness.
I'm going to be honest, dog.
Okay.
I always thought that was weird, the way they put these goddamn on ATMs outside, and niggas you can just walk up and get your money out. Anybody stand behind you while you get your money out. I didn't like doing that.
Yeah.
I like to go inside the stores and get mine outside of institutions, store or something. But they had these. Nah, man. It's a
good point.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
And these
Jack,
parking lots where they just
I
got
do
the
not
key
go
out
to
there.
no outside ATM. That's dead. I'm not going to outside ATM.
Hell no. Even in your car, driving up in your car, and they got these
Look.
They just a little kiosks out there. Nah, man. Hell.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo, check this out, man. Check this out. We got a club down there on Jank Road, right? It's a Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
I told you about the wig shop and all that Chinese food, right? Remember I told you about all that? And they got a food line behind it. They got a school across the street. But one day they was out there doing some construction in the parking lot. I said, what they building? That's a small space. They put a Wells Fargo ATM in the motherfucking parking lot behind a damn club. That don't make no sense.
I just show you.
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
Cause they say you need cash to get more
But
drinks
you
in the
asking,
club, man.
like they asking for like doing some shit to where you asking to get robbed. But I'm saying it's not right. That shit ain't right. But you know what I'm saying?
Shaq, I'm gonna warn you. It's a whole lot of apartments around there. It's a lot of retirement homes around there. And it's like 3 or 4 big ass apartment complexes there. So you didn't mean a day. It could be 4,000, 5,000 people walking around this area anytime, right? So what I'm saying, the club open, I can understand. But the hours in the day where this thing is a dead zone. Man, you can get robbed any time of day out there, man. Wouldn't nobody know nothing, man.
It's true.
Man, that shit is it's a fly trap, bro.
It's in the parking lot
It's a
all
rat
place,
trap.
man. Guess what else they got in front of it? They got a vape shop, a barber shop, and a dreadlock place where a woman do your dreadlocks over there. But they got a new vape shop right there too.
Look, keep right, man.
Like knocking on the door. Hold on.
Yeah, that's burnt out.
Now,
but see,
that's
crazy. Talking about jugging.
It's in Spain.
Right, niggas named it and everything. What'd you say?
A water fight on the streets of Barcelona. Some locals spraying tourists with water guns as they ate at popular restaurants, sending visitors fleeing from their tables. Thousands of protesters walking through the city over the weekend, chanting "Tourists go home" and carrying signs with anti-tourist slogans.
Restoration and hotels is the group that makes really big money, but all the people are in a very poor situation and they don't have enough money to live. That's a problem.
Barcelona is one of the top tourist destinations in the world, home to iconic sites like La Sagrada Familia and Park Güell, in addition to beautiful beaches. Officials reporting more than 33 people world visit the city in the first 5 months of 2024 alone. Tourism bringing up 9.6 billion euro in 2023, according to the Tourism Observatory of Barcelona. But some locals say mass tourism is not only overwhelming the city, but also making the
quality of life for local residents, and that would include the increasing cost of housing, the noise, the litter, the
decade, according to Mayor Jaume Colboni. In June, the mayor announcing a plan to stop renewing permits for rentals used by foreign visitors by 2028, saying a boom in 1,000 units available to locals in 4 years.
The last years, the city has turned completely for tourists, and what
That sounds like some bullshit.
That were at those establishments, they was at the wrong place at the wrong time, right? I mean, there's a lot of visitors in Barcelona. It's just unfortunate that they were right there when the Barcelona, which the city has already approved increasing the tourist tax from 3.25 euro to 4 euro. That's a small increase, but again, it's another sign that Barcelona wants to limit the people that are coming into the city, and in the future.
NBC News app or follow us on social media.
Mm. All right. So he sent me some more stuff. Let me go ahead and play it.
You know, they don't want Trump in. You want to know why they don't want Trump in? BG, I'm going to tell you. They'll never tell you. The media will never tell you that Trump has bring back, I think it's 650 planes filled with America go back to America. They're not telling you. There's a lot of things, and Trump is president already. They know that. And during that time when Trump got shot there, I don't know if you guys go back and watch the video when they shot at Trump. You see there was a code, hand signal. I think Trump gave the military a signal which people didn't say. Something big is gonna happen, man. You see when he put his hand up and he closed it, that means stand by.
Yeah.
He go back and he put his hand up again.
Yeah.
And he closed it again, that means stand by. And then you see he give the hand forward, move. Something is big gonna happen, King BJ. I'm telling you. I'm right in the Caribbean and I'm seeing what's going on, man. Believe me. Check it out. Something big is gonna happen.
And that's the brother. Look, he in the Caribbean. Look, what'd that tell you? And he see people.
Well, let me. I'm glad you said that, brother.
Kind of did look like some signals, man.
I done met a lot of people in life. Caribbeans, Haitians, Africans, even Indians, right? DJ for all different types of people, right? They talk to me, and they sometimes even ask me. They tell me, some of them tell me, BJ, you're a very reasonable person. I said, why is that? I'm just being myself. They be like, because we tell other people over here that what's going on, and they get mad with us. They tell us we don't know what we're talking about. They get very emotional. I said, that's how it is. So what do they know, even over there, or even when they move here, that we don't know? That's what you got to be asking. Education system, movies, propaganda. I mean, I had a girl, I had a guy just tell me yesterday that a guy been married to his wife for years, and his wife wants to get a BBL, not because she ain't happy with her husband. I guess she said the other guys just don't. She said that it's good that you know that your husband think you look good, but it would be nice if other guys, when you're out in public, tell you look good too.
Damn,
I said, this is kind of
dude. Why the fuck would you be worried about what? If I don't know, if I was him, I would be thinking about a divorce or something, man. That's kind of a big red flag. Shaq, what you think? That's a big red flag. I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, you can get it. But see, this is what we're gonna do first. We're gonna work out this divorce first. Then you can get whatever you want. That's some bullshit right there. Very not loyal, bro. Very not. But see, I don't think the word loyalty. I don't think a lot of women know what that is, let alone people. Period. I don't think a lot of people know. Dark boss, whatever. I don't think a lot of people know what loyalty is, man, and how to be loyal to people. It's sad. You know what I'm saying, BJ? That's what it seems like to me. I don't know. Like don't she know that's one of the most unloyal things to say and do. I'm like, hell no, you can't get no motherfucking BB up. So you can look like an ant. Hey, look, so you can look like a fucking wasp and shit. Them bitches be looking like ants and shit. They be shaped funny. They look, the front legs be skinny as a motherfucker. There be all types of foot like shit in the back. That shit be looking funny looking, man. I'm like, You could tell. You could tell they ain't her ass, boy. You can tell.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that. I mean, it's very weird. It is like BBLs, you know. Let me get back to one more thing on this radiation before I depart. But it is what it is. So,
you know, if I was, if I was him, you know, I would have told him. I would have said, "Now we can get a gym membership. That's what we gonna do." But
she was already.
You sure she was?
She already was small though. She won't know. She was already small. She didn't need it.
I guess to get a booty, you better do some squats and some shit. In this bitch. The low self-esteem is a big thing, bro. Like that's like praise now and shit. Back in the day, females used to get clowned for that shit and didn't get what they want because they had low self-esteem. Nowadays, like they're getting everything they want because they got low self-esteem. Like even other bras aren't checking them. Like the other bitch was like, "Oh, who's your doctor? Who did your work?" Like seeing other bras miserable.
Here you go. Here you go, Chak. Right here. Help effects. Help effects.
Damn, man.
Yo, what the sound that, bro? What's going on?
This shit tripping, huh?
On? My bad. Oh, you know what?
Oh, man.
We started over.
Think more research still needs to be done.
It's so small, you may not even notice it when driving by. A tower that nearly blends in with this light pole, but some in Carmel want you to pay attention to it.
I have noticed them literally in front of other houses. And that's when I, kind of my heart starts racing.
Gail Thomas, a mom of two, says she's noticed more cell phone towers popping up in Carmel. She read to slow down and do some research.
I noticed
if the new towers for 5G technology will impact her family's health. She even spoke in standards. After feedback from groups too, members are now considering a resolution about the 5G technology.
If it is a threat, we need to make sure that there are ways to ameliorate
lots of 5G technology. It also asks the federal government to limit its deployment in Indiana until scientific evidence conclusively establishes that it poses no threat to humans.
It's appropriate for them to pause and to study this and to make sure that we know both sides of the issue well.
I feel very hopeful that the council is, making this move.
In Carmel, I'm Kelly Rinke, Fox 59 News.
The council will be
a while ago.
All right, Chak, what do you think about this 5G stuff? Is it dangerous? Could it hurt you? Is it harmful?
You better bet your bottom dollar. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Well, they don't bring it on.
They finna turn it up, turn the heat up on you. Literally.
I wouldn't want them to turn no heat up no more today. It's 99 degrees. It was 98 degrees today, 98. Yeah, so I don't want to get turned up no more. I mean, it's already hot today, but it was okay. I mean, like I said, hey man, I like when it's hot anyway, but yeah, hey man, I don't know why these people, I saw somebody, man, drinking a Red Bull yesterday at the beach. I said, whoa, it's a little hot to drink a Red Bull out here in 96 degree weather, bro. You might want to put that down.
I was talking to some ladies earlier, right? We was on the phone having a conversation, like they are from all over, something, Baltimore, Georgia, right? They were telling me that there was a storm and like the sky was dark, like it was nighttime down in Georgia, like they was about to get hit with a storm or something. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, man.
It's not good.
Yeah. I gotta call him and check back on.
I'll be down in Georgia.
Huh? You get down in Georgia when?
It's another thing. Another story.
You going to Georgia?
Yeah. Yep, and Charlotte. Supposedly.
In Charlotte?
We'll see.
Oh, word.
One or the other. Maybe both. Both.
Up.
I mean, hey man. I will say this. Let me play this last video before I go. And I got an announcement to make. I gotta do a tell-all.
Republican National Convention also met with protesters.
Let's get out to 12 News at James Stratton, who continues our live team coverage from Red Arrow Park. James, this was anticipated. Hunt protesters there through the streets today.
And Patrick and Deanna, 2,000 to 3,000 according to the speeches here at Red Arrow Park, followed by a march down Water Street into the soft security zone, stopping at Highland in front of Fiserv Forum. Again, 2,000 to 3,000, all wanting their voices heard.
In Milwaukee, protesters locally and from across the country chanting against the Republican National Convention.
Today is an exercise in democracy. This is how we choose our leaders.
Trump is not a good candidate, and they letting him get away.
From around the country, marching their own route without a permit after losing a federal court fight. They marched into the soft security zone, chanting against Republicans, for Palestine, LGBTQ, immigrants, and women's rights. Some marching specifically against the former president.
You're protesting the candidate specifically.
Donald Trump.
So all the stuff that I'm against and all the stuff that against black people. Why would you? I'm not no pro-Palestinian. I ain't no damn LGBT. I'm not I'm not for immigration. All that stuff is anti-you. If they're getting up while you're staying down, why would I want that? We're doing this black lady with the blonde hair talking about, oh, he ain't a good candidate and shit. But you got your hair color look like
hey yo, it was a lady that came on Phil Scott's show. He told her you lying. She was like, I don't care.
Yeah, they're not honest, dude. They're just fucking full of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it sounds
like crazy, man. Oh my God.
Full of shit. They're full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But see, why would I want to, what's the name? Why would I want to listen to, okay, you're elder. Okay, I get it. That's cool. But why would I want to listen to somebody that's not honest like that? And you're sabotaging, low-key fear-mongering. Like my homie earlier, oh man, I thought fucking one Trump, one vote that ain't for Trump is, one when you don't vote is for, nigga, they have electoral college. You don't pick anyway. What are you talking about, bro? You're 40-something years old. You don't know that? I done broke that down on my shelf so many lectures and shit. I broke that shit down so many times. Oh my God, man. Hey, people don't be paying attention though when we be talking this shit.
Hey, look, let me let the last minute player make my announcement. Hold on.
Yes. Sherry Smith from Milwaukee made shirts against the former president and for President Biden.
Now I'm 70 years old and I'm out here trying to support Biden. That's what I want to do. If he don't win, it's not.
Well, why? I would have asked why. I would have put her on the spot.
So
why?
I just hope the guy he do win.
The coalition, estimated by its leader to be 2,000 to 3,000, caught the eye of Milwaukee Alderman Peter Bergelis, who stepped outside of City Hall.
so much attention on Milwaukee today, so much attention on Milwaukee this week, that it's important for elected officials to listen.
Attention on Milwaukee as demonstrators and delegates express their views downtown.
All right, Shaq. They said demonstrators and delegates. So that means delegates out there in this crowd too. That's what I wanted you to hear. So who are the delegates? Can I see their pictures?
You notice they don't want to say who they or show who they are, but then they say, "Oh, they're here."
I ain't tell you who delegates is. That woman could have been a delegate talking. How the hell I know?
That's true.
Right? Hey, Shaq, can I see delegates' pictures?
That lady sounded like she smoked a lot of Newport cigarettes in her life, though, bro. Straight up. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of menthol cigarettes, you know. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, it what it is, bro.
You know what I said? She sound like she smoked a pack of cools today. You know what I said?
Hey,
but look, check this out. No, Shaq. I think he's on now. But look, check this out. That lady's full of shit. If I was a reporter, I would ask, well, okay, why do you feel that you should support Biden today? You waste your gas money and your time to support this motherfucker.
She making shirts. She making shirts.
We forgot about the crime bill, didn't we? We forgot. I guess fuck it. You know what? We'll just say that Republican.
We don't care about it. You know, that's old news. All right.
But see, I don't want to hear nothing about. Look, I don't want to hear nothing about no policies. No, I don't want to hear nothing about no. You know what I'm saying? Any of this shit because y'all motherfuckers voted for that. Y'all wanted that. Y'all was shit. It was the Congressional Black Caucus and them was pushing crime bills and all that shit too. They the ones voted for this shit too. It ain't just the white motherfuckers that wrote it. The Congressional Black Caucus fucking voted for it. See, that's somebody that's dangerous right there.
Well, look, let me say this. Got an announcement, mate. About to get out of here. All right, so you know,
stop.
I thought I learned a lot. Right? Mm-hmm. And but as life goes on, you always get 1 year older, right? Mom would have been 67 yesterday, and at 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I would be 37. Right? I'll be 37, right? Okay. Right. So that's that. So what I learned in this 36 to soon to be 37 years. You can't please everybody, you can't win. You can't save everybody. Frank, the argument you have with this guy that you talking about earlier is kind of fruitless because if they don't know this at this age, whatever he is, he ain't gonna get it now. Most likely, maybe, but he gotta be willing to learn and have an open mind. That's how that works.
That's true.
I've always had a mind that listens to what people say, and then I write it down or get the information. A lot of stuff I read in my head, but then I go find it for you, right? And then I have to connect with those other people. I don't usually get into arguing with people about it because me, myself, they just look at me and smile and they say, yeah, he might not be serious about what we're talking about, but no, I'm very serious about things that's going on. So, like I said, it is good to talk to people like you, Shaq and stuff, Dawson, et cetera, et cetera. So many others, even Judge West. So, I can name a lot of people. But because you have to take viewpoints from everybody, even lunatics, you have to take because, and you have to use your deductive reason. Shout out to the brother, a lot of brothers out there that helped me even get exemption form for you. Shout out there, Muhammad, they helped me get the exemption form for you that time in California. Appreciate it. Actually, him and Dr. Short were doing that. So, Shaq is valuable information. You have valuable information. Everybody does it. Doc Boss, someone like Stice. Thanks, Monel, for the videos, right? But as we get older, we're supposed to get wiser. But this lady I just showed you, 70 years old, she's still in the damn cradle somewhere. Something going on here. But just have to know that that's the way it's going. We are dealing with irrational people, and you cannot get sucked into the matrix, right? So that's why I learned 37 years old. I had to learn for myself, right? That I got to be in control of my destiny, but I got to be in control of it with people who have so like minds or somewhat of a like agenda. Because I don't have to really, like I was telling the guy, I don't have to cover everything because you got so many other great people doing all this other stuff. I just can't get sucked into the vortex, because this is like a vortex that you in sometimes, right? Just putting it out there, right? So you have to know that as you get older, and that some things, I mean, you just got to pick your battles wisely. Because we are living in a matrix for real, and it's going to get worse. After what happened, they showed you on Saturday with all these sides and stuff going on, it's going to get worse. And people will be hurt. They put out the movie Civil War 3 months ago. They didn't put it out for no reason. So they already gave you the rundown of what's going to happen. But that being said, hey, I mean, if I can live 37 years, I want to live in number 37. We'll see what happens. But I don't know. But we got to get out of this mess we're in first. And that might be a little bit hard with all this stuff going on. Everybody watch out for the Bird Flu Summit, October 2nd through 4th. So there's a lot of things about to come. Like Michael Jackson said, you rock my world. Well, guess what? A lot of people's world's about to be goddamn rocked out this motherfucker. All right.
Oh, shit.
Frank, charge information, man.
All right, word, man. You know what I'm saying? This is another show, man. You know, we just got to really stay focused, man. Stay vigilant, man, because, you know, definitely what they did the other day, definitely goes to show us that they trying to hit us with distractions, man. Trying to distract us, you know what I mean, from something that's going to happen even bigger, man. And the thing is, you know, we got to keep an open mind to this shit, man. Look at this shit from a different lens, man, because all they're doing is tricking us and hitting us with the propaganda on different angles. And so many people get tricked and sucked into bullshit, you know what I mean? And they get so sucked into the point where they don't believe anything you saying because it's against the narrative or whatever narrative. You got to stop thinking that the white man's ice is colder, man, and stop. I'm sorry, man. You know what I mean? And start thinking for ourselves and start doing for ourselves, man. I notice, you know, especially like some of these YouTubers or just people, period, you know, you say something and they don't believe you, but when the white man went co-sign it, and they all, you know, they believe everything, every word. You see what I'm saying? You gotta watch out for a lot of these cats too long here, man, that be just hitting us with that, you know what I'm saying, with that African narrative all the time and that white supremacy narrative all the time, but don't have no real solutions. You feel me? You know what I mean? So that's another thing, man. We making solutions, man. That's the thing, and that's another thing by doing this YouTube shit, just doing this media shit, period, man. Trying to change stuff, you see what I'm saying, from the bottom up, from the ground up, and get the message across at the same time. You feel me? But
can't do it without y'all though. So I mean, it's what it is. I mean, you know, hey, look. But thank you, Monel. You know, Monel as well for the good 3 voice messages he sent me.
Oh yeah.
All right, Chak.
So yes, but salute the chat, man. Everybody else that be on here, man, and supporting BJ channel, my channel, supporting Chak. You know, the best is yet to come, man. So so y'all can hit me up at XX Frank Nitty XX on YouTube, also on Instagram, and then Frank Jones 8115 on Instagram. Holla back at me, man.
Chak, you there?
It's called Christian Extremists.
Okay.
Yeah, it's time for birth of a new nation, bro. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
It's time for a birth of a new nation, man. We got to reconstruct, bro, because, hey, man, there's a lot of shit that's part of this Wheel of Fortune, dog. And the wheel got to be broken in order for change to be made, dog. I see the, you know, like I salute the people out there that's putting the work in, doing the research, and unfolding a lot of the hidden secrets that was, you know, kicked up on the rug or threw in the back closet or, you know, locked in the trunk. And only a certain people was able to obtain the information. And some of it is coming out. along with a lot of the shenanigans that still it just baffled me that they still want to do the clown shit in front of the cameras with all the surveillance around. It's like, like I said, the lines have been blurred. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, shout out to everybody, man, that's putting the work in. That's actually awakening. You know what I mean? Keep doing what you do. You can check me out.
Yep.
Chak Edwards on Instagram, Chak Edwards on Facebook. Oh, matter of fact, man, I think they blocking me, man. I think Facebook, I think they own something, bro. Because I posted 3 videos. I posted something about the they were talking about the pyramids in the Cahokia Mountain. The guy was talking about the pyramids in the Mississippi River.
Welcome
they
to the
wouldn't let me. I
club.
posted them on Facebook, but they wouldn't play the short link. They just posted the headliner, or you can't click on it and go to the short, the YouTube short. So I need Facebook phone number, bro.
And you gotta holler at the motherfucker.
I gotta call niggas. You fuck all that shit in the email and all that. Nah, nigga, I need to talk to somebody personal online, dog.
Yeah, that's
because they need to hear my voice.
But
I'm
see,
gonna
that's
try
why.
to find, if I can find Facebook phone
Hey,
number.
look. Hey, yo.
That's how you know free
Hey,
speech,
Chak.
though.
Call Line Cohen. Call Line Cohen. He got a picture right here with Noriega. Him and Noriega and a baby. I don't know what the hell it's about, but call Line Cohen so you can get in charge of some face thing.
I wish I would have clicked it. If I knew something, I would have sent that, because I just think, and we talking about these older artist statesmen is coming out with these albums. I just seen LL Cool J sit down with Charlemagne the Fraud, Lesser Charge, and he asked him, we said, man, you know about? He was like, he said, no, man, I always own all mine. I own my what's the name, my catalog or whatever. And he was like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, man, Lil Cohen, he's a good dude.
Wow.
Damn, bro. So y'all cool.
But
Y'all
yeah.
cool with these cats jerking off certain people, but y'all say y'all for the culture. But you said, oh well, yeah.
Oh my God, man.
Not everybody. Not those some execs. Not everybody got a bad contract. Should nobody have a bad contract on y'all watch? See what I'm saying, Frank?
Right.
Y'all are OG niggas in the hip hop. Should nobody under y'all have a bad contract?
Hey, man. Hey, that's fucked up.
But as long as I'm good, see what I'm saying? That's that I'm good.
Yep,
so
that's right.
Is all good.
Right.
Fuck out of here. But they still talking about for the culture. What culture, bro?
Well, they lying. They lying. Well,
for the money, nigga.
That being, they for the money.
For the love of the money.
Right. For the love of the money. Well, look, I just want y'all to take your time. Y'all in y'all 40s. I got 3 more years to get there. So yeah. So I got to get to that next chapter, right? You know, that next chapter.
40 is the new 20, Nick.
I know. It's actually probably it's new 17, 18 for me these days. After playing them 6 games of basketball yesterday, I feel like I discovered the fountain of youth again, but that's neither here nor there. But shoot. See, y'all take y'all time. Have a good night. Watch out for all psyops. Don't go to no protest because you don't know what the next psyop gonna be. But y'all know that already. Take your time.
Plus they're funded. Those protests are funded anyway, so you know.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all.
Take your time.
You.